The Innovator's DNA, published in 2011 by Christensen, Gregerson and Dyer, was the result of the most extensive research ever undertaken on innovation capabilities. The authors identified 5 key discovery skills or innovation capabilities that distinguish the most creative executives: associating, questioning, observing, experimenting, and networking. They found that innovators spend 50% more time on these discovery activities than do CEOs that have no track record in innovation. The good news is that you are not born with these skills, but rather you cultivate them. My own experience is that other capabilities that are manifest in successful innovators include creative confidence, collaboration and communication skills, emotional judgment, global citizenship, and professional ethics. Think about your own everyday behaviour. Do you associate, question, observe, experiment, network? Which of these skills could you improve? Corporate innovators use human-centered innovation processes and tools, including design thinking, lean startup, and business model innovation. Let's look at a couple of examples of human-centered innovation. About 10 years ago, enrollments in the MBA program at the Darden School of Business, University of Virginia, were in decline. Fellow faculty member and leading design thinker, Jean Littke, was asked to investigate. Jean questioned program managers on what they do to meet customers' needs and aspirations. They explained how they hold a 2-day academic meeting every summer to update program structure and content based on societal changes. Jean then held interviews with past and present students who told her the number one reason why students take MBAs is to get a job, and the second is to build their network. Interestingly, program structure and content, where the program team was investing all their innovation effort, was ranked only number 6 in importance by students. Today, having refocused resources on what matters most to students, Darden has again become a top 10 MBA with growing enrollments and huge satisfaction levels. It's such a great example of how human-centered design thinking solves problems. Ciara Donlan started a lingerie shop in Dublin in 2012 after she left her job at Vodafone. Post-breast surgery women were calling to her shop, asking her for comfortable undergarments. Amazingly, there was nothing available on the market anywhere. During the discovery phase, she held over 100 lengthy conversations and focus groups with post-surgery women who gave her graphic accounts of their huge frustrations. She also spoke with surgeons, clinicians, doctors and nurses. She then went to work on a solution. She discovered the high absorbency, frictionless, as well as healing qualities of a blend of high quality bamboo, and her designers developed a range of strapless, wireless, front fastening, soft, comfortable bras that also helped women feel confident again. She successfully registered Thea Healthcare bras and briefs as a medical device, and many European health services now provide them free to patients as part of their post-surgery recovery process. Ciara's natural instinct to take an empathetic, customer-centric approach to design is the reason for her success with Thea. Next up for Ciara is global dominance. Design thinking is the most widely used innovation process. The Silicon Valley-based product design consultancy IDEO identified 5 stages in design thinking: empathy, define, ideate, prototype, and test. You can see the most important tools and techniques associated with each stage here. So empathy tools include observation, ethnographic interviews, and desk research. Useful tools for defining the problem include affinity mapping, empathy mapping, journey mapping, personas, and point of view statements. Ideation tools include creative hybrid brainstorming, inspirational stimulants like how might we and what if. Association, what's next, and look sideways. Prototyping techniques include napkin sketches, storyboards, role play, physical mock-ups, and digital prototypes. And for experimentation, we use tracking actions like Google AdWords or A/B or split tests, as well as sales testing tools like pre-sales, mock sales, and pilots. Finally, Note that design thinking is not a linear process, but rather an adaptive, iterative, and cyclical one. Eric Ries developed a lean startup innovation process in 2013, focused on the idea of build, measure, learn. Rapid iterations of this build, measure, learn cycle produces evidence and therefore helps to reduce the risk and uncertainty associated with the innovation. It is also important to know when to pivot out of an idea and maybe examine the problem in a new way. So it's iterate and pivot. Iterate and pivot. Finally, business model innovation was developed by Osterwalder and Pigneur in 2014. A business model describes how an organisation creates, delivers and captures value. The business model canvas contains 9 key building blocks: customer segments, value proposition, channels and customer relationships, key resources, key activities, key partnerships, revenues and costs. We use the canvas dynamically, working in teams, writing our hunches or guesses for each of the 9 building blocks on post-its before getting out of the building to validate these hunches with customers. Value Proposition Canvas is a complementary tool that zooms in specifically on the needs, wants and aspirations of your customer segments and how to create value for them. Finally, a word on what big business must do to institutionalize innovation. They must provide guidance and support to develop capabilities and practice and reflect on the essential processes and tools. In the words of Craig Gwinnett, Chief Creative Officer at Procter & Gamble, big business must encourage innovation to make it ordinary.